Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, this video is going to be the very last part of this whole process, and I'm also going to mention the winners of the closures. Now I'm not going to mention everything like the winners all at once. I'm going to randomly say them as the video plays, so definitely stay tuned to the end. You might be a winner. So this is just a comparison between the bundles that the clients brought and then the Headmistress luxury virgin hair. Now you can see the difference in terms of width. Now what I have here, what the clients brought is 3 bundles, and then what I have in my other hand is the Headmistress luxury bundle in 16 inches. Now the clients bundles are 24 inches. Now you can see the length comparison, 16 inches up and 24 inches down. Now this is supposed to be an 8-inch difference, but it looks like 4. So you get a lot in terms of width, in terms of weight, in terms of length when you purchase the Headmistress luxury bundle. I'm going to leave a link in the description box so that if you want to purchase it, you just click right there. Now the bundles that I have, the one I'm working with, the wefts are really thick, different. It looks like there has been an elastic, there's an elastic on, like it was really different from what I was used to. So you can see how it turned out when I stitched it on the cap. You guys can see that it looks different from what I'm normally used to, and the bundles are in so full. Now this is one bundle in, and you guys can see the space, and if I hadn't spaced this hair reasonably, this wig reasonably, I would have ended up having to ask for another bundle because the bundles were so thin. You guys can even see how one bundle looks like on the cap. Now this is one bundle. It looks so light, like it felt so light to like feathers, and there was like really movements. Now I'm going to sew in the second one. I have a video on how to properly sew everything. Now the reason why, now in this video I cut the bundles, I asked the client whether she wanted the flip over method or whether she wanted me to cut it, and I also gave her the pros and cons of cutting, and then she said she wanted to cut so that she can have a very flat wig. You guys can see 2 bundles in, and I have a lot to finish, and this is half of the third bundle, and you guys can see the space I have left. I was really scared at this point. I was thinking, no, what do I do, but as a wig stylist or wig person, I had to finish my way through this entire process, so you guys would see how this thing turned out. So I managed to make this thing work with 3 bundles. It wasn't really light at the end when it all came together, but when I was doing it individually, it felt really light, but it wasn't as full as I would do. But it's not mine, so it's understandable. I made her know that it wouldn't be that when she was like, oh, that's how she wanted her wig. Now this is the wig. This is how the wig turned out. The reason why the closure looks like a body wave is because I conditioned it. You guys know how closures are. The moment you add water, it tends to form its own shape. Now I'm changing the mannequin because this one has a deeper inside. You guys can see the inside of the wig. Now this is how your wigs are supposed to look like. You guys can also see the spacing there. So I have a video on how I cut and tint the lace on this particular. I'm going to link it up somewhere for you guys to go and watch if you haven't watched it. So yeah, this is after it was tinted. Okay, this is after it was tinted. So I'm going to mention my first giveaway winner, and it goes to Na Yate Ko Anan. Sorry if I mentioned your name wrongly, but yeah, Na Anan, you won a 4x4 closure. Now I'm also using a heat protectant to protect the hair. Initially I forgot that the client said that she wanted the wig in the natural state. A natural state meaning I'm not going to curl the wig, I'm not going to straighten the wig. I'm going to give you the wig in its original state, because if I'm supposed to curl it, if I'm supposed to straighten it, that will incur an extra cost. So the client said, leave the wig, let it be. But I forgot, and I did the first one. I was like, oh yeah, she said I should leave the wig in its original state. So after this one, I just did a few strokes, and I just left it because that was it. I wasn't going to be paid for the extra styling, so I just did something reasonable, to make the wig presentable. Yeah. And with this process, I'm only trying to lay the front parts of the wig, like the front parts right before the closure. I wanted to lay it really flat before I lay the closure properly on the wig. So with this process, I've explained this process several times. This is where you try to hide the lash track. You hide the lash track by doing this process. Okay, so you guys can watch and understand it. Now the second winner of the closure is Nanampire. You finally want something, so you want yourself a 4x4 closure. Okay, Nanampire is the second winner of the 4x4 closure. So yeah, let's continue the process. Yeah, so I'm just trying to hide the last track before the closure, so that when the wind blows, you don't see tracks, you see just the lace. Okay, you just see the lace, you don't see tracks. So with this process, you can use either a curling one like I'm using, or you can use a hot comb. Okay, so if you have a hot comb, you can use it. If you have a curling one, so you can use it. Okay, yeah. So you are only trying to hide the tracks at the back with this method, and it also ensures that your wig lays flat. So you guys can see how this thing looks like. It's laid perfectly. It's laid perfectly, and this is why you can use your mousse or your wax stick to lay this perfectly, and then you use your hot comb or your straightener to finalize everything. Now the final winner of the closure giveaway, the last person to win something, is Patience Osabute. Congratulations, girls! You girls won. You guys won, and it's a 4x4 closure. Please DM me on Instagram. So this is the final look. This is the final look, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. I'm also going to leave details on how to get your closures in the description box, so please check that out, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.